Hello and welcome to Visionless Design's YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be attempting to use my Powermatic 2244 drum sander to see how well it can level off bowed slabs like this here. So this is a kitchen table that someone wants for their van. Seems to be a lot of people wanting things like that at the moment. It's the only one I've got that's the right size. The problem is, well, you can see that. So this side, not as bad, but got a bit of a gap under there where it's bowed. Depending on where we go, get a bit worse. Yeah, ignore the bubble. I'm just going for the gap under the spirit level itself. On the underside, obviously, it's hey, hit the camera person. Hell of a rock. So I've got some 40 grit, put you out the way there. Right, so I've got some 40 grit sandpaper on the machine, and the plan is to see how well it does this. I tend to do, I've been using it for cookies and things so far. I'm doing final finishes, but I figured, you know what, let's actually see how well it does takes a rough sawn and gets it sanded down level. Apparently they're not advised to be used that way, but I figured if I take it down a little bit at a time rather than forcing it through, it should do it, because it's a lot easier for me to just spend a bit more time using this than me trying to hand do this. Because obviously I can't see the level as I'm going. I can end up making things worse. So let's have a crack at this. We've got sander there. Yeah. Got some there on. Right. There we go. That's on. Nope. just snagging his skin through. I'm just going to raise that up. Probably going to need the cameraman to give me a hand with this, just to make sure things are going, but I'm going to keep doing, basically keep going through like that. The plan is to get one side level, and then, or as level as possible, and then flip it over. So, yeah, we're going to go with the current side, and that's the least amount to take off, so just going to take off those two edges on both sides. So yeah, we'll keep going to this, and see how it all goes. Right. So, ran it through the thickness sander a few times on the other side just to narrow down the edges just a bit. And I flipped it over now to try and get this belly out here. Feels like a very characterful slab. I've been told it's very characterful, but I think it's not. It didn't dry very well, as this whole thing's twisted horribly. Also got a problem with this side. It's about 1/8 of an inch thinner than this side, so it's going to take quite a bit of sanding to get this whole thing down. I'm hoping it's usable. It's a very expensive slab, but yeah, basically you just keep passing it through. We've already done it a couple of times to get this belly down, as usual, because I'm terrible at remembering to get things recorded. So yeah, we're just going to keep going with this until this is all level all the way across. It's probably going to take a good hour doing this. So yeah, yeah, we'll see how this goes. As I said, it's getting this belly out. It's still going to be a lot quicker doing it this way than trying to do it with a hand sander. I am thinking maybe of setting up a router jig, which I can just put a 3-inch wide flat bit and just keep going along this, have a frame set up around it and just keep going across to get things like this level. But I need to get more organised with things like that, so until then this is my best option, so I'm going to keep at it, and yeah, hopefully we'll get somewhere with this. So after couple of hours, grumble, it's pretty much as good as the thickness sander's going to get it. Where are we? There we go. Oh, spirit level. So there we go. Much better. Okay. And if we do it diagonally as well, not better. That's what we want for our kitchen top. There we go. Right, so that's all nicely done. I will hang you up. Stay. So one problem we do have is a slight, let's see it on the camera. So just here, it just goes a bit thin. From about here to there, just tapers off. Unfortunately, if I want to get that completely level, it's going to be taking off quite a bit more, and the slab's going to be ending up quite thin. So I don't personally think it's too bad. But again, the other side. The other side's a lot better, so just use that as the top and use that bit as the underside. It's a bit annoying, but unfortunately with these big slabs it tends to be something that can happen, especially if they haven't been dried correctly. So that's that. I'm going to get this sanded down now with the belt sander. Obviously this went through the machine on 40, so I'll probably do a quick 80 and then 120, and then finish off with the random orbital on a 180. Obviously got to do a quick go on the edge here, get this live edge done. But yeah, I'll show you how it turns out after going over it with the belt sander. So instead of me sanding it down and then showing it you all afterwards, I kind of thought halfway through maybe I should do a quick video of me actually sanding it down. Again, me rushing ahead of things without showing everything. So just needs a quick sand. Got 80 grit on it at the moment. So yeah, just going to do a quick sand with this. The reason I haven't just swapped the sandpaper on the thickness sander to a higher grit is because it takes a long time to do the swap over. It's really, thickness sander is more designed for doing large batches of things than just the odd one. So yeah, gonna get this done.
Just wait.
give a quick explanation how I'm doing this. So this is currently put into my shaving course that I've got here. A little bit cramped. I think I need to bring it more further out, to be honest, catching the cupboard there a bit. Declutter it again. Need a bigger workshop. So yeah, just there's the bark here was quite rough, so just using the belt sander to smooth all that down. Obviously, if I try putting the belt sander that way on the side there, because of all the dips and curves, it wouldn't be able to get them all. So by having it put the other way, it's able to get a lot better. Some people tend to use flap discs on hand drills. Problem with me for that is I can't. That was a very visual thing to know where it's actually hitting, as the drill keeps wanting to run away. So I find this easier for me. So yeah, we'll stop the recording here, but I'll crack on doing this as you've seen. I don't know if it's visually changed. The feel of it's obviously getting better. The 40 grit, although it's relatively smooth for 40 grit sandpaper, it's still got it's almost like splintery. So it's nice and level, but it's still got that roughness to it. So the 80 actually turned out a lot smoother for me, so that's how I can tell where I need to go. As of course, as I go at the grits, I can feel the smoothness, which helps me to gauge where I need to actually work on. Okay, right, I'll crack on with this now. And here it is. It's finally finished. So went over it, said with the belt sander as shown. Again, I did my usual and skipped ahead, but I put the random orbital on it afterwards. I think on the shaving course, there was something on it when I compressed it down. It's just made this little dent here, which is a bit annoying. Apparently they're still happy with that, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, here it is, all nicely finished. This is a slab of sycamore. Apparently it's got some ripple in it somewhere and lots of different features. So yeah, hopefully you found this interesting. So I should probably give a general overview of my opinion of using the Powermatic 2244 for levelling. It does it. I mean, sycamore's not exactly the hardest of woods to sand. I definitely need to make sure I have a fresh belt on it if I'm doing something like this, because it's near a good quarter of an inch at least taken off of it. And yeah, going for 2.5 hours I think it was. Well, I suppose in between turning it off and flipping it around and whatnot. So yeah, it does the job. I'm going to look into getting a router, what they called, surface planing bit. I'm trying to look for a few of them so I can set up a jig to just run up it with the router nice and quick to level it and see if that's any quicker, because this has done it and it's still quicker than if I used if I tried doing it all by hand. It's definitely level. There's no arguments there. The thing about it is I'm going to be getting through a lot of belts on the drum sander, and they're not exactly cheap. I think it was about £80 for 8 sheets to go on it. So that adds up to quite a lot, because probably I'm going to be able to do this a few times on each sheet. Do a couple of these slabs per sheet. So yeah, there's lots of different tools out there. It's just about experimenting with different things. I think for softwood, it's fine. But yeah, and if it wasn't as big an area to do and such a high surface to level out, it would have been fine. But anyway, that's it. Customers should be happy with this. Yeah, get this sent off. Don't forget to check out the website, visionlessdesigns.com, where you find links to the Etsy page, Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for joining me, and hope to see you in future videos.